Hi folks, how you doing? Hope you're all well, and I hope you enjoyed that cheesy little jam at the beginning of the video. So I've decided that at the beginning of any video where I'm going to be talking, I'm going to put a little 30-second jam at the beginning. And if you like the jams, please leave a like and a comment below. Okay, so let's get on with it. I'm going to do a review this morning of the Line 6 Pod Go. And straight off the bat, I'd like to say that I really am a big fan of the Pod Go. I think it's a great piece of kit. And I think it's very beneficial for anybody of all levels, really. So I think a beginner could get something out of this. And I think a pro could use this quite effectively as well. So yeah, I'm a fan of the Line 6 Pod Go. However, I am going to point out some cons of this piece of kit. Now, I've been thinking about it, and I think it may be a con about modelers rather than this specific piece of kit, but we'll see. I'm just going to sort of see what comes out in the video, because you know that's how I roll. Okay, so straight off the bat, the pros of the Pod Go are it's got a great selection of sounds. You can literally get any amp you want out of this, from Fenders to Mesa Boogies to Dumbles, and they all sound pretty good. However, I'm a basic kind of person in life and on guitar actually, and I don't need all those sounds. I bought this for a live, to use it live, and I just want it to be pretty straightforward. So a big breakthrough for me with the Pod Go was setting it to the snapshot setting, which basically allows you to use like one amp. And you can set it clean, you can set it mildly distorted, you can have like a lead sound, and you could keep adding to each one. Now there's 4 pedals, so you're getting 4 sounds from one amp basically. Quite hard to describe, but it's a really good feature, okay? So I'll give you an idea of my lead sounds. I'm going to record it through the phone. I'm not going to do them through the DAW because you've heard a load of me playing this through the DAW on the videos previously, and they do sound good. But I want you to maybe hear this more organically. Okay, so here is my live tones, like I say, using the Line 6 Litigator, which is based on the Dumble Overdrive Special, I believe. Okay, so here it is as a clean tone. So that's like my clean sound for live. So the next thing on the snapshot, is like my rhythm tone. So for some reason, whenever I show people a rhythm tone, I always play A. I think it's like the Angus thing, so let's stick with that theme. Sounds pretty cool. It's also very dynamic, which is pleasing. So I like to roll the volume off on my guitar and get like these bluesy tones. So okay, and then so that's like my rhythm tone with the volume rolled off, and then we've got like a lead tone. So this is basically all the schniz. So you've got like a bit of an overdrive pedal on there, and a bit of delay, and just gain really. Sounds pretty cool. Okay, so they're my live tones. So yeah, they sound good. I also have a clean tone, which maybe I'll show you a little bit later. But yeah, so it sounds great. So that's the first pro, the snapshot situation, and you can simplify it. So anyone who's like me, who likes things simple, this can be simplified. Okay, it's very light. It's a light piece of kit, which we all know is a good thing, because I'm definitely one of those people who has really hurt my back over the years carrying 412 cabs around, and you know, this is a bit of a godsend. So yeah, light and portable is a definite pro, but I think that again is probably all modelers. The next thing though that definitely is more specific to the Podgo is very intuitive. The first week I have struggled with it and I thought, I'm not a fan of this, I think I'm going to sell it. But after perseverance of about a week, I picked it up pretty quick, and the biggest breakthrough was this snapshot mode. As soon as you get the Podgo, figure out how to use the snapshot mode, especially if you're a live guitar player. It's really important, because basically you can set all your sounds up in a snapshot situation and you're good to go. So yeah, I strongly recommend that as soon as you get this, if you're thinking of gigging it live, go and figure out how to do snapshot mode. I'm not going to tell you on here because, you know, there's plenty of places you can learn that. Okay, the next thing is, it's fantastic for recording with. So loads of my videos, if you want to look back on them, that would be very good. You know, that a lot of them are using the Podgo to record with, and I think it sounds fantastic. I don't think there's any issue with the quality of the tones in a recording sense. So yeah, definitely great for recording with. And the final pro that I'm going to talk about is the cost of the thing. I mean, I think it cost me just over £350. For what you get, it's an absolutely phenomenal piece of kit. To be honest, at that price, it's unbelievable actually. Okay, and the power cab, I got a little bit later. Sorry, the Line 6 power cab, I got a little bit later. I picked that up second hand for just under £400. So all in, it was about 700 quid, which I actually think is very good value for money compared to other modelers. So yeah, they're my pros of the Podgo. Okay, so let's get on to the cons. So you've heard the sounds there, and I have used the sound, well, I'm going to call it an amp actually. No, I'm not. I'm going to call it, I've used this piece of kit live, and what I'll tell you now is it just doesn't feel like an amp. And I have tried everything. I've got the power cab, I've set it up in certain ways. It doesn't feel like an amp to play live. It sounds good, sounds really good, but it doesn't feel like an amp. So in situations where there's a lot of instruments, like maybe a keyboard or, you know, quite a few things going through the PA, I think this is, you know, modelers in general are a great piece of kit. But in a situation like I play in quite a bit, where there's drums, bass and guitar, and the guitar is sort of the main instrument, main melodic instrument, I haven't used it. I don't think it works. It doesn't sound organic enough, and it doesn't have that kind of, it sounds a little solid statey, to be honest with you. Now I've found that the clean tones work okay. So for example, I'll just go to my clean tones that I use live. I mean, I do use the ones that I just showed you, but this is a very specific clean tone now. So this is based on a Fender Deluxe. Yeah. That sounds okay. You know, that sounds okay in a clean tone in any situation. However, it's when you get to the more distorted tones where I think you really hear that kind of bees in a jar kind of sound. It's a bit fizzy. Okay, so, you know, that's for me. Anyway, so the next thing to talk about is that the stock cabs are very limiting. Now, you can download cabs, but if you're like me, I just can't be bothered with stuff like that, to be honest with you. I'm a guitarist that has, you know, I'm 40 years old. I've been playing through amps since I was 12. I just like to plug in and play. You know, pedals are an issue for me at times. I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered even plugging into them. So downloading cabs, even though I have done it, I just can't be bothered really. Especially when you've got like a Mesa Boogie or a Fender sat behind you, you kind of think, well, these cabs sound pretty good, you know. So the cabs are pretty limited. However, the limiting aspect is quite good for me because I just found the ones I liked and I use them. I use the Greenback 41225, I think it is. And, you know, once you find the ones you like, you're okay. Because let's be honest, you're not going to be you don't change cabs all the time. I mean, this is quite a modern phenomenon, isn't it? Like every song you need a different cab. It's ridiculous. Okay, so, you know, once you find the cab you like, but there isn't so many to go at, and I probably use 3. Okay, so just think of it like that. Going back to the live use, I've given it a 6 out of 10 live. I think it's average. It sounds good. It doesn't feel great, and the distortion tones can be somewhat fizzy. Okay, so that's my opinion on it live. I do sort of still hear a bit of solid state fizziness basically on the lead tones, and I don't think that could ever be cut out because it's a solid state piece of equipment, isn't it? So much as it sounds good, it doesn't feel like an amp live. So I approach it differently. I don't approach it like an amp live. I approach it as a modeler, and I suspect that's what young people do now because not many young people use amps now, so they don't know that feeling. So it's just a different thing. It's not the same. If you're looking for an amp vibe, don't buy this for live use, okay? If you're looking for a good sound live, you could buy this, and I think you could get a decent lead tone. I mean, I say I think it's fizzy. It's certainly better than any solid state amp of the past. Like, it's not a crate or anything like that. It's not a crate amp. You know, it sounds decent, and I think, no, actually it sounds good, but it just doesn't feel like it. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like an amp. So that is my issue really, but I suspect that's with all modelers. I don't think it's just with the Line 6 Podco. So yeah, I hope that all makes sense to you. I've been as fair as I can be with it. In function bands, I use this happily, you know, where there's more instruments and the guitar isn't like the main thing and it's just 1 or 2 leads that you need to do. I think it sounds great, you know, in that sense, you know. But if you're doing a lead on every song, you want an amp really to get that really cool sound, you know, that's the difference. So overall, I give the Podgo though an 8 out of 10. I think it's excellent for any level of player, beginners to pros. If you're used to modelers, I think the live issue isn't a problem. If you're used to amps, the live issue might be a problem. So that's where I'll leave it. Hope you've enjoyed the review, guys. I've got the competition coming up, I think, soon. I'm going to review a couple more things. I'll probably do a video jam next with Subfunk channel. And yeah, I'll see you soon, I guess. I hope you've enjoyed this first mini review. I will get better at this. But yeah, it's the first attempt of a review. Please leave a like, a comment and subscribe. We're going to do a competition when I get to 450 subscribers. And there's going to be a Providence Overdrive pedal going out to you. So yeah, see you later.